Hello, welcome to another new video. Hello people. In this one, we are not going to continue with the build because I'm going to upgrade it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upgrade this model. I know it's very unconventional to upgrade your model before you've built it. But we thought, what the hell? Get on with it. Let's get some upgrades on this model. Let's upgrade it. Let's make it better. Will it actually perform better? I'm not sure. But anyway, while I'm gently destroying the front end, aka dismantling, I will tell you the part number for these awesome anodized alloy yokes. It is U8906. They cost about 19.99 English pounds, which is a touch expensive. But if you want bling on your model, you've got to put your hand in your pocket for upgrades. It's awesome, isn't it, people? Awesome. So before this car has even touched a track, we are upgrading it. It is awesome, beautiful upgrade. Alloy yoke. The actual anodizing on the yoke is very good quality, very good quality. Unfortunately, it is far superior to the chassis because the chassis anodizing is what you expected when you bought a Works. But anyway, we're not going to bitter about that. We are not moaning about the anodized chassis. We are talking purely about the yoke. I'm not sure because I didn't check if there's any difference between the yokes, as in the degrees of the pitch of where the steering block sits. But I should have really checked, but never mind, we're not that bothered. This is, for me, this is a bling upgrade just to make your model look awesome. The old downside of this, though, there is a downside. It is removing and refitting the E-clips. Nasty E-clips. But anyway, we're not bitter about E-clips. Once you get used to them, they're very, very straightforward to do. E-clips. But these do, look at these. These are marvelous. Very, very marvelous looking upgrades. Very shiny, very shiny. Not a lot I can say, really. The actual build quality or the quality of the upgrade, the actual anodizing, the build quality of it is very, very good. Very good. Very good quality on the anodizing and the actual finish of the, if I don't destroy it, and then with my fingers and thumbs, butter fingers, get it on, get it in. So what was I saying? I forgot. Yes, quality of the actual yoke itself is very good. Don't know if that justifies £20 for a pair, but it'll make your model look very good when it's tumbling down the track or one of the marshals is throwing it on. It might even distract a marshal. Picks your model up, he goes, oh, look at the bling on that. Awesome. But anyway, let's get serious on this dismantling and upgrading video. I'm just checking the pin because I'm not sure if you need to put the washers on at this point. I'm not sure because you don't get any instructions with your bling. You just get them in a bag. So it doesn't tell you if you're using washers or not. So this is why I'm double checking, because obviously the original yoke, you used a washer and a clip on both sides. So we want to try and do this properly. So without damaging anything, I'm just kind of mashing my head thinking, do I need a washer? Don't I need a washer? But to do it correctly, because you don't want it, because I wasn't sure if this was going to be loose, you see. Is it going to be too loose without a washer? Because these are my my slightly thinner washer or flatter washers I'm using. This is why I want to double check, because if you use the original washers, there's no chance. So I kind of like confused myself with using thinner washers. If I used the original washers, then I would have went straight away. No washers used. No fat washer used. But I confused myself using my thin washers, thinking, oh yeah, I need washers on these yokes. But because I didn't know, I had to double check. So it's always wise to double check anything you do when it comes to modeling. And I would suggest, if you do this upgrade, be careful not to scratch your yoke when you put your E-clip on, because I feel that might be possible, because the clip is quite, the groove on the pin is quite close to the yoke. So just be careful not to scratch it. You don't want to damage your 20 quid yoke before you hit the track, even though you might damage it when you're tumbling through the air. So now we are when I build models, I normally do this off the model. I normally assemble off the model. Makes it a lot easier, especially when you're trying to document with film this process of assembling with the E-clip. I know it's crazy, people. Stuff's a lot easier when you're not trying to document it with footage. So E-clips are normally, they're pretty straightforward, they're not dramatic. But when you've got issues with cameras and silliness from myself, I should have just picked it up to start with, I think. Should have just picked the model up, smashed the C-clip on, moved on. But no, try to be clever. So let's call this a pro tip. Do not be clever. Just make it easy for yourself. So we've established that we don't need the washer on either side. Makes it, here we go, look. It's like Laurel and Hardy, constant Laurel and Hardy moments. So I should have edited all this out, but technically I wanted myself to look stupid. Should have edited all this out, but no, I wanted real time messing around with E-clips, because I'm sure everyone has the same issue of being silly and E-clipping this model. So we've done the hard bit. We've got the yokes. That was the hard bit, because did anyone notice that none of the upgrades were available on release, which I was quite surprised. They trickled them out slowly. I suppose there's a big market out there for upgrades, so I would have thought they would have had them ready on release date, but that's just me, I suppose. Why sell a model and not have the upgrades ready? Bitches, a bit straight. Unless the model came out early, but the double bearing steering pivot, that's not out till March, unless they change that. But let's not dwell on upgrades. I mean, technically, you don't need upgrades to have a good time with your model. I mean, technically, I'm not sure what the price point is on the Classic and the Works. I recently bought a Works. I only paid 160. So for me, that is a nice entry-level price. This was, what did I pay for this? This was 289, I think. Yeah, I think I paid 289. I didn't pay the 320, which the Schumi website wanted. I paid 289 from, I think I got mine from Wheel Spins. So, yeah, there is a bit of a price difference. I mean, if I was going into RC, I would advise people to go for the Classic. But then again, are you going to be able to get one for as cheap as I did? Mine was brand new in the box for 160. This was 289. So there is quite a big difference, like 120 or 130. A big difference, but I don't think you need a big fancy model with lots of upgrades on to have a good time with your RC. That has always been my point. If you want to enjoy your RC, you don't need a big fancy expensive model. You don't need upgrades. I recently saw on Facebook, on a Facebook group, someone said, "Oh, what upgrades do I need for my Cougar 2 Works?" So I simply put, you don't need any. Enjoy your model. So I'm just doing this for bling, to be fair. I'm just upgrading purely because I can and I want to and I can afford it. But if you're on a budget, you don't need upgrades. You don't need upgrades. I raced my original Cougar with no upgrades, except bearings, obviously, and a slipper clutch when they came out. And that was it. That's all it needed. And I did have an electronic speed controller that went backwards. Was that an upgrade? Yeah, I suppose, because a lot just went forward back then. So really what I'm talking about really is, do you need to buy upgrades to enjoy your RC? And I would say no, just enjoy your RC as it is. Learn it, enjoy it. If you enjoy it, then upgrade it or buy new. Don't really make any difference. I'm just blinging. This is pure bling, I would say. These, for me, these achieve nothing except for cosmetics. Cosmetics of the model, which may lead me on to discussing the chassis, which, if you compare the quality of the anodizing, should look the same. The original models looked the same as this yoke. So if anyone ever says to you, "Oh, the anodizing on this chassis is beautiful," I said, no, it's not. It should look like the yoke. Very similar to the Team Edition Cougar 2. The anodized chassis, it looks, even though it's red compared to the purple, you can tell the difference. It's obvious. But let's not dwell on that. Let's look at our bling Arna's model. I've really not been paying attention to what I've been doing, but we're back to the Eclipse, and I've learned from the previous side to pick up. Let's get this picked up. Let's make it easy for ourselves. It's a lot easier to do it off the model, but I wanted to make this look difficult. So, because everyone struggles with these things. And these ball sockets are solid. I don't know how I managed to do these with my bony fingers. Really don't, because they are solid. So don't forget, people, these are a replaceable part. So when you've been racing for a while, don't forget to change your balls and your sockets. But anyway, that was my another pro tip. So that's it. It's done. Look how quick that was. That was real time video. Look at the bling, people. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. Look at that chassis. Lovely. Look at the bling on his model. Very basic upgrade. Very, very basic. £20 upgrade. And that's what you get. And I've just realised that I'll be taking this apart again when I get the double bearing steering pivot. So never mind. We'll do another rejig. Anyway, people, thank you very much for watching my bling video, and laters.